What's good, everyone? Uh, welcome to welcome to my stream. So today I just decided to, just create a boilerplate that I'm going to use like in the future, right? And I'll tell you the reason why I decided to create this boilerplate. Right. Now I've been creating this boilerplate for a couple of days right now, and the reason why I am creating this boilerplate is because Nodify is getting big, right? So initially when I started creating Nodify, I took the monorepo approach because I knew that Nodify was going to grow big. But then I switched back to a monolith approach because at that time I was more interested in getting things to work. I was more interested in launching the product itself. But each and every day when I am deving, I can actually see that okay, fine. Nodify is going to grow big, right? It's going to, like, the code base, it's going to be big. And so currently I have also started like creating a Slack bot where employees within an organization, they can, or rather organization can integrate Nodify within their Slack channel. So the problem that I encountered was that now I have to rewrite some of the interface, right? Some of the user interface. And it's not really a good thing to rewrite what you already have. So that's the reason why I decided to create like a boilerplate that I'm going to use it in the future. So yes, I'm still going to work on the monolith repo that I have currently right now. But then when I get time, I just want to enhance this monorepo or turborepo that I'm creating. So let me just draw down a diagram just to show you as to where are we trying to go with Nodify. So which platform can I use to draw this diagram? So as you know, I don't really prepare when I stream. I just do things on the go. But let me just try to give you a glimpse of what we are trying to do with Nodify, right? So I'm going to use Microsoft whiteboard just to draw a diagram of where we want to go as Nodify. All right, so currently right now we have a monolith architecture, monolith, monolith. Let's just say monolith. Let's just, but it's actually like this, right? Let me just check. Monolith, yeah. Oh no, lith. No, it's not like lith. Come on, I mean, it's an I. So currently right now we have a monolith repo, which consists of our marketing page and also the platform itself. And within that monolith, we also have like our UI components that we want in the near future. We want to share those UI components on different platforms that we are going to create within Nodify. So with different platforms, I'm talking about things like your Slack bots, Discord bots, uh, Microsoft Teams bots. Yeah. So now, if we continue with the monolith approach, then we have to rewrite a lot of things. Because now think of we have a chatbot. We have not a chatbot, but rather we have a Slack bot. Then we have a MS Teams bot, and within this monolith repo, we have our API, we have our services, and we also have our DB, right? So now the problem is we want these other platforms, which is our chatbots, for different platforms to communicate with our API, our service, our DB as well, right? I mean, our API also consists of like our webhooks that we have, webhooks that are going to trigger new organizations that are being created, webhooks that are going to trigger payments, webhooks that are going to trigger like a lot of things, right? So with the monolith approach, the problem is now we have to rewrite a lot of things within this, right? So with these chatbots that I want to create, right, I want to use Next.js. Next.js. But then if these two are standalone projects, then we have to rewrite a lot of things. We have to rewrite, we also have, I forgot something. We also have to rewrite UI within each platform, right? So now if we continue with the monolith approach, then which means now we have to create, or we have to rewrite some of the UI components in order for those UI components to cater for this Microsoft bot. We also have to, is there a way to duplicate this? Obviously there is duplicate. Now, how do I move this? I want to move. And we also have to write like UI components for this Slack bot. You know, same thing applies with service, API, and DB, right? So now what we want to do is to create, let me delete this. Delete. Delete and delete. So now what we want to do is to, so this thing doesn't want to delete, come on. Okay, so what we want to do is to have a monorepo, right? Mono repo, and this monorepo will have a web app, or rather, okay, let me start with the web app. me delete. Don't need a text, so we can do say monorepo. Then we have our web app. Then we have UI that consists of, or rather, let me just structure this thing. Okay, we have Slack bot. So everything will be created, like each and every user interface will be created using Next.js, right? We have our Slack bot. Let's call it Slack bot. Then we have Microsoft Teams bot. Then we're also going to have our UI component UI. Then we're also going to have API. Then we'll have DB. Then we can have like utils. Let's just call this utilities, right? So let's see, this will be, these are going to be libraries, libs. Then these are going to be some sort of like a standalone project. These are going to be come on, this. And we're going to have like standalone project standalone approach. I think I forgot something. Then we'll have like our auth library, which is, yeah, this is going to be an auth library, right? Then we'll also have like an auth proxy. Then also have like our mobile app, right? So in the future, this is where we want to go, right? This is where we want to go in the future. This is just a simple diagram of how we're going to use or utilize our monorepo. So now what I'm going to do today is just to prepare a boilerplate. So I am using Next.js with turborepo, Prisma, and I have to build something like this using code, right? So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. Obviously I'm not going to finish the whole thing, but then I just want to create all my packages within my project. I have to create some of the projects we need within our monorepo. And after that, I will create a template that I'm going to make it public on GitHub. Then I will share with you guys this template. You can also contribute within that template. So yeah, basically that's what we want to do. So before I start, let me just go get something to drink, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So I did show you my diagram as to what I want to achieve today. So let's get straight into it. Let's start coding. So currently I have like a turborepo boilerplate. So we have like a web application app, a documentation app, which I don't think we're going to need a documentation app. But then I'll just keep it there. I'll just keep it here for now. Then we have packages. Within our packages, we have ESLint, we have a Tailwind package. So with this Tailwind package, right, it's going to be shared across all the apps that we're going to have within this turborepo. Then we have a TypeScript config. Then we have like a DB, which I'm not done with the DB. I'm going to do that right now. Then we have a UI package as well. So within this UI package, we're going to install ShedCN UI, because I'm going to use ShedCN UI components to style my apps, right? So yeah, that's what I am going to do. So let's go ahead and start with the UI, not the UI, but then the DB. So with regards to the DB, still doing a couple of things. Huh? Let's check. Just okay, cool. Now let me get straight into it. So I have this DB library, and within this DB library I have to create, but I have to install Prisma client so that I can initiate Prisma within this library, right? So this, so I have to packages, then DB. Then in order for me to install Prisma client, let's see, just have to make sure Prisma. Let me just be specific. Install Prisma client. This will give me the. Now I have to install this here. Let me just install this one. I don't need Prisma Accelerate for now. Right now I have Prisma client within my DB library. Wait. Okay, let me just keep it here for now. So what I have to do is to do like a Prisma initiate. So Prisma init should boom. This is perfect. This is perfect for now. And I have my schema, which is perfect. Then I have to create a Prisma client. I have to create a client. Then import Prisma client, Prisma client, and we are importing Prisma. So export cast Prisma. Prisma. For a new instance of Prisma. Yes, this is correct. A TypeScript config is not for some reason. I think I know why. So I have to add this in my dependency. TypeScript. Wait. Yeah. So it's not script, but then it's config TypeScript. Script TypeScript is correct. That was Okay, we'll deal with this later. I think for now let's just complete dot and not not there's something wrong with I think I have to install TypeScript as a dependency, but it's error. It's not in there. Small to Prisma export. That's correct. So now I just have to resolve this package issue, which I come it's tricky. It's a bit tricky. Let's just look at stable rotation. See internal. So that Prisma DB is an internal pack. So type C is also containers. C this is not config TypeScript, but rather, I think I'm confusing myself, but TypeScript. It's working now. It's not. Declaration for turbo, no, it's not. But that declaration is there. Is there? What am I missing? I might be missing something very simple. Something good. Our global env. Pausing. So there's probably something wrong with shit. Okay, let's see what say. No, I don't think this is this is not. My tier config. Have to Hey, Cater Bridge, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. You good? Simple. Type. Hmm, tricky one. So my con. Shit. Unodd. Yep, you're not running. And the issue is this DB package. Let's go to So yeah, Kata Bridge, I think I have to put thing here. So Kata Bridge is asking if I am setting up stuff for a monorepo. Yes, I am currently setting up stuff for the monorepo, and I mean the main reason why I am setting up this monorepo is because of some of the challenges that I might encounter in the future. I'll build Nodify because um I was currently looking at creating a Slack bot. Because like a lot of companies use things like Slack or Microsoft Teams and many other platforms, but then I think for now um, I'm thinking about Slack and Microsoft Teams. And the way how my repo is set up currently, if I have to create a Slack bot or a, what do you call this, or a come on, Microsoft Teams bot, then I have to rewrite a lot of. So I mean, the first version of Nodify will be monolith, but then I'm just preparing myself. I'm just preparing for the future, actually. I can say it. Just preparing for the. So I think I had a diagram. So what I'm trying to do is to have like this monorepo. Then I have my web app. I have a Slack bot. I have a Microsoft Teams bot. I have my UI, which consists of components. Then have utils. Then have like an auth library, a DB library, then have an API library, which I'm planning to use what's the thing, yeah, TRCP, something like that. I was just doing my research like this week. Then I need to have like my auth proxy, which will be used across all these applications, which is your web application, your Slack bot, your Microsoft Teams bot, and also the web application. So that's what I'm trying to prepare right now. But I'm still going to continue deving or doing like development stuff on my monolith repo. But then right now it's just a matter of preparation. It's preparing for the future. Nothing much, nothing more. So the only thing that is breaking is what? Nodify. The scheme was not. Oh, I see. So, well, I mean, right now, I'm going to solve one problem, then I will still have like my config. So I just want to solve one problem at a time. So inside my see, I need to So I have to import. Yeah, but then I have to do some export. Not import. But then this is complaining because it's sort of like it's an any, because my lint doesn't allow me to use any an unsafe assignment. Yeah. Small. I have mm, I have to install. So fighting. Try to. Yeah, for sure, man. You have been fighting bugs for the longest time, and I thought maybe it's going to be like a simple ship. Um, but I don't know. I maybe I am a perfectionist by nature. I actually need less bugs in order for me to ship. But I have a lot of bugs. Like, trust me. I don't want to lie. I don't want to sound like there's amazing dev. I have a lot of bugs that I'm trying to resolve, but you know, at some point I just have to make a call that okay, fine. Let me not resolve bugs, or let me not fight bugs. Let me just ship this MVP. Yeah, so at this moment, yo, I'm actually confused. Like, I actually don't know what to do. But yeah, maybe Maybe things will go well. Maybe things. Just hope. TypeScript. Let me just check. Let me just focus. Check. TypeScript. Config. TypeScript should work. Can work. But I can. Let me just try to run. Hey Mutu Kumar. Hi dude. What's up? What's up, man? I'm all good. So the only thing that is failing is just my DB. Don't have any model find in your do have more. But no, it's so type check. Jeez. Okay. Let me try that. Okay, let's read these comments together. Okay, best project models settings. Type in monorepo or something. Look, so I don't know which framework are you talking about. Are you talking about Next.js? Are you talking about Angular? So like on a daily basis, like as in my 9 to 5, I use NX monorepo with Angular, Next and Nest.js, right? But then I'm just trying out turborepo right now. So obviously, if I had to um, recommend a monorepo architecture, I will tell you that use NX with Angular. But then right now I'm just trying out turborepo. I'm also yeah, I'm trying out turborepo because like a lot of people have been saying that turborepo is fast. Turborepo is like it's very much it's easy for one to ship like an MVP. So I don't think my advice will work. I'll give you like the wrong answer. I'm telling you, if I remove this thingy, this should be defined in my. Well, I don't think I need let me think. Let me think. So maybe, maybe not. Actually, let's just search. Let's search. Head. Save. I've never used turborepo on microservices architecture. Look, I'm trying. I'm just trying out turborepo. I think this is my first turborepo project. Set up Prisma in a monorepo. Handle migration of okay. Let's see, this guy is taking latest latest with a version. Basically, what I did, unless if this. Well, Cater Bridge. So I like to believe that your Prisma types should be declared or defined in your, what do you call that thing? What do you call? Should be defined somewhere, or else you have to. I mean, your Prisma types should be defined or declared somewhere, or you have to just switch off your linting stuff. But I don't want to switch off my linting stuff. Maybe someone can correct me. if you don't have an existing project, use uh, add a new database package. Create a folder called database. Yes, I do. Create a new called database. No, I am using DB database with a package JSON inside. I do have. Run your package manager step. Install the new package. Run Prisma init. This should create several files. Okay, I think one of the biggest mistakes. Let me delete this, right? Let me just follow step. Come on, delete. 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 Am I running so? Oh. Gosh. Damn. Delete this from explore. Streaming for 72 minutes and I haven't done shit. It's not a sign. Sign. Something. this folder doesn't want to do. Alright, let's just create a new folder and follow these steps. So what I have to do is to create a new folder. Let's call it database. Then create a new database package. Let's copy this. Let's remove this. So we if for Prisma, okay, Prisma client and also Prisma we are using 5.19.1. And what's the next step? CD into packages, database. Yes, then it CD is X Prisma init. This should create several files inside packages slash this and this. At this point, you should refer to Prisma docs for connecting your data. Now, and we know how to connect up. So create a script. Let's add some script. That's what we currently don't script. Semicolon. That in turborepo, let's add or generate source. Now run turbo from root. our type save mark. But I feel like I skipped something. Just give me a second. Second. Just feel like there's someone knocking. At least nothing is break at the moment. So our DB currently not breaking. So we just have to initialize no, we did that. Did that. was the next step is next step. Now I'm just going to use like let me just, but we have to create like a .env file in the root. Yeah, to do this copy. npm boom. At least I mean it's a shit, I hate project setup. Project setup is tedious sometimes. Some looks and define a mod. Don't have any. Same. Let's see. Say use. This doesn't work. Okay, authentication, blah blah blah. Run like you can run Prisma local. So what could because if the matter of not running locally, then you just have to create scale. 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 But I don't want to use my SQL. I want to no, I want to use script. Shit, I just hate using my SQL for some reason. But let me just use it. Oh. Hey. Really? Office. Check some. for oh shit. What are they trying to do? Okay, last option. I think last option, which maybe this is the part where I have to wait for it to create the shit. I am sorry. I know I'm taking like a lot of breaks, but I have to go. Okay, now I have created my database. So I have to get the database credentials. Yep. I have to get the database credentials. Where do I get those database credentials? Now this is the part where I have to hide my screen because I don't want you guys to see my database credentials. Jeez. Let me quickly get my database credentials. Almost done. Almost done. And the reason why I don't want to use this account is because I don't want to pay a lot of money on AWS. So I was trying to get like a free account that I can use, but it seems like I don't have a choice. I just have to use this one. It's the turbo. If this doesn't work, let's call it a day. Alright, cool. This doesn't work, then just have to try again tomorrow morning or today morning. Oh, there you go. Now database is in sync. So go here. Let's see. Database tables. Yeah, there you go. Now these are the columns that we created, or this is the model that we created, and these are the columns that we created on the schema. So now what do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do again? Okay, I'm done with the database stuff. So now I have to install or set up Shadc and UI on this UI library. It took me more than 2 hours to do that, which is not a good thing. Let me just commit this, right? Because I want to create like this boilerplate, make it open source so that everyone can access it. Added what? DB lib. Just to make it more descriptive, database lib. Now we need to add Shadc and UI so that we can start styling. What time is it? Jet 2:35. Then I mean it's a Friday. I even sleep at 6. What the heck did I commit without even? Really? Stop. Oh, it's because I'm on database. Shit. What? Let's look at shared CN. How do we add this? Turbo. Just Next.js. CN. Okay, let's look at section. Not look. Let's go to turborepo installation. No, there's no shit. See, this guy, what this guy is doing. So what this guy is saying is monorepo architecture in Shetsy and UI is in this article you'll learn the following concepts used to build Shetsy and UI. You just check the type. Pick any open source project. Begin with reviewing the file structure, then the configurations. You'll find all sorts of folders and files related to tooling. Shetsy and UI this turborepo is correct. It is evident from no, we don't need this. The Shetsy and UI. Okay, Next.js plus turborepo example. I think this is what we need. This is exactly what we need. But in our case, we do have like a UI library with Tailwind, but then I don't want to just use like Tailwind. I want to use Tailwind with Shetsy and UI. That's what I want to do. Man, you just have to give us all the steps. You don't give us all the steps. You're not saying anything, man. Inclusion. This guy. So what this guy is trying to do is that we can visit his website, we can visit his LinkedIn, visit his GitHub profile. We want content. Give us content. Okay. You do not strictly have to stick to man. Just give us what we want. This guy is playing. Want quick stuff. Do some quick stuff. Okay, let's look at this. GitHub project. Okay, so this UI. This UI. Okay, cool. I think I'm also stupid as well, because this is the same thing as Next.js. I just have to route to my UI project, then install shed CN UI on my UI package. That's the only thing that I have to do. I don't think there's any rocket science that needs to happen here. Yeah, there's no any science that needs to happen. as if we have to look, maybe yeah, it was not even installed on the root package JSON file, so we just have to do that like on the package itself, which yeah, I guess I'm stupid. Let's copy this, then let's route to pages. Let's make sure. For some reason I want to delete this folder. This folder is acting snacks, so just install it. Boom. Let's see. On the latest one. But I think I also have to install it like on my project itself. Besides just, but okay, I have Tailwind on my project. What? Okay. We could not detect the supported free. Okay. It's not supported framework. I'm sure this is not even just shit. But it manually try to do that manually. Okay. Do this manually. And what else do I have to do? Install. Then what else do I have to do? These are just icons, right? And let's just install them for the sake of. Okay. I use the add else. This is how I confused in. Yeah, we can do that. It's not. Now this is going to be a bit simple. This is going to be simple. So now there we go. This thing is jeez. This will solve just that. Is your now for some reason I thought maybe it's somewhere around 5 a.m. because when I came back from work I took a nap. I took a nap for a couple of hours. Then for some reason I just think like it's somewhere around. But anyway, let's do this. Let's see. Oh. It's complaining. Something was that was resolved. It's complete. Let me go get something to drink. See, I'm out right now. I'm not gonna take like more than 5 minutes. Check it on my shit as well. But yeah, I'm not gonna take more than. Just need to do something. I mean, everything is working, right? Everything is working. But then we still need to set up our tailwind config to cater shed CNU. Then we still need to do some global CSS stuff. It's this one. Then we also need this helper stuff to merge our classes. If you have like a class name with a variable, then you can merge it like with a string, something like that. So yeah, let me just go get something to drink, then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Just want to type something. Spawn. I just posted a poll, so just give me your ID. That poll that was posted. But fine, back to where what we were doing. So the next thing was to create, not create actually, but rather modify our config, our tailwind config in the UI. So now let's just keep it basic. Ah, shit, come on. So my config files are just all over the place. Oh, Cater bridge. So yeah, I do understand what you're saying, right? So what's better, like focusing on tech, making sure that in terms of like tech, everything is up to, everything is, trying to find a word to explain. Like in terms of tech, each and everything is looking good, but then don't you have to look at the time that you spend in order for you to roll out your first version of the app? You know? Because like if obviously you focus much on tech, the business side of things will yeah, like the business side of things will be below tech itself. I just hope I'm making sense. I'm just talking bullshit. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we focus on tech itself. We don't really focus on rolling out our first version of the product, you know? And trying to figure out whatever architecture you want to use can delay you from rolling out your first product, and delaying that delay of rolling out your first product will sort of like delay that process of validating your product. Am I making sense? Maybe. I mean, I hope I'm making sense. I'm not really a good explainer. Yeah. Shit. But I mean, this is not. Yeah, no, this is a. So we have to extend this config. Might be wrong. And by the way, do you know like there's a new tech stack? It's actually a new tech stack. It's called Tessa AI. Um, zero. Is it? Is it zero dev something? No, zero dev. Zero dev. So it's Kesa AI, zero dev, and Open AI. It's a new tech stack. So it's just generative tech stack. where you just talk to your text editor and you don't have to worry about thinking about a lot of things. So let me just, which I don't like using this editor, but let me just show you what I'm talking about. Show you what I'm talking about. Those things. I'm not too sure if a lot of people use text stack. So yeah, V0, yeah, V0. Well, that text stack is it's very powerful. It's very powerful, but I don't like using it for some reason. I prefer doing my stuff without some generative AI back. Hey, what's up? What's up? Say Raf 21. If I butchered your name, then I'm sorry, but then what's up, man? So with this, you can actually see. So I had an error somewhere. So I just want to show you how this thing. Now, actually, the error that I had, maybe it's just my global linting Visual Studio Code stuff. Hello, Hassan. Hello, Hassan. Yeah, yeah, sure. You can answer your question. I mean, you can ask whatever question that you have. Um, whatever question that you have, you can answer. Yeah, I mean, you can ask. So, Cater Bridge, what backend are you creating with that tech stack? Okay, let me do this. It seems like we have a couple of questions there. So let me just grab this and yeah. So let me just answer this question. Why are why using and not? Oh, I have to zoom my okay. Let me answer. See. Mm, why do I have to? Okay, okay. So you wanted me to press Control plus just to zoom. Okay, cool. Why using well, look, I know a lot of people prefer using models to help them code, but for me, like coding, it's more like passion. I want to solve problems, and besides solving problems, I just want to sharpen my mind, you know? So I don't depend much on generative AI, but rather I depend much on my mind. Yes, generative AI can help me there and there, right? But then I don't want to depend more on generative AI. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't want to use like cursor, V0. Do you call it V0? What do you call it? And cloud artifact. I don't want to use that because, well, I can use it when when I feel like, okay, I've been solving like a certain problem for like a couple of days, then I can use like Kesa AI and V0. How much long are you building this startup? I don't know, man. How much long, I am not too sure. So I've been building this startup for like 6 to 7 months. Yeah, 6 to 7 months. So I'm not too sure. But then what I'm trying to do is to get this startup to a stable version. I don't want to release a version that is buggy, but I want to release a version that is stable, a version where um organizations can use, or my users or my customers can use this version without experiencing a lot of bugs like on my first version. But by the end of the day, people only care about what you can build and what type. Look, yeah, I do understand that. I do understand that. Like, people care much about what you are building and the final product. Me as a developer, I care much about the process and delivering the end product. So I want to enjoy the process itself, not just enjoying the end product, but enjoying the process of building. Have you validated your product? Yes, I have. If you look at my previous YouTube videos, you can see that I've validated my product, and besides that, I've approached a couple of organizations that are willing to use my product. And validating an idea uh, is a process, right? It's something that you have to do each and every day. People might fall out of love from your idea at any time. So it's something that you do each and every day, which it's something that I'm still doing. Please give a logical answer that will help me answer my. Well, okay, so you were asking about Kesa AI. So can you give me an example of someone who created like a fully fledged product using Kesa AI? Maybe just give me one person. I mean, give me just one name of a person that created a product using Kesa AI and those V0 whatever stuff. What are your marketing plans? I don't have a marketing plan right now. I'm not a marketing person. That's the reason why I am using YouTube to market myself. So whenever I market, I just want to show you code. That's the reason why I'm using YouTube. But then, uh, I mean, I will reach a point where I have to learn marketing, right? But then right now, I'm not really a marketing person. Well, besides me rolling out this product, I have a day job where I get paid somewhere. This is just a side project, right? So at the current moment, I don't care about uh, me getting clients and whatnot and whatnot. I think I am very satisfied, or rather, I am content with what I have right now. So what I'm building right now, it's besides me building this for customers, but then the first objective why I'm building this, it's just from loving programming and from programming being my hobby. But as I'm saying, have you ever seen, like, just tell me one person who used Kesa AI and all those AI models to just tell me one person who launched a fully fledged programming uh, 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 fully fledged product using your LLM. I do have Copilot, by the way, but then sometimes I do switch it off. Okay, there's a lot. Tell me one person. And you, like, when you tell me that person, you need to give me evidence that this person is a solo founder, is making money out of his product using Kesa AI, using generative AI, and whatnot and what. But I did answer your question. I did answer your question. I did answer your question. Maybe you're just looking for a specific answer that I don't have, but I did answer your. Create a framework for creating backends from simple config. What Kita Bridge, yeah, that's very interesting. I'd like to see that, man. That's very. Like, maybe can you ask that question again? Maybe can you? No, it's not annoying. It's just asking questions. It's just asking questions. It's not annoying. Maybe just ask that question, and can you try to phrase that question in a respectful manner, and besides respectful manner, but just try to explain your question in broad, then yeah, I can answer you. I'm from South Africa. Okay. There's any questions then? Why do I have to end it? There's no need for me to end. What Cater Bridge? What's that? Okay, AP user dash API source, bro. What's that? Is that a cal command? Yo, Hassan, I think you're the you are the person who's annoying right now. I mean, you are the person who's annoying right now. But let me just put this here, and let me just continue. Shit. So, okay, so I was trying to use Kesa AI to some stuff. I was trying to use Kesa AI to do some stuff. But what? Okay, let's see. So the question. Oh, one. By end of the day, you will get paid value by not your personal citizen. When when can help to as much to no, I get what you're saying, but you need to understand, like, you don't have to enforce your way of thinking, or maybe you don't have to enforce your way of thinking to other people, or your way of doing things to other people. Some other people just prefer enjoying the process, even though whatever that they are trying to do fails. It doesn't matter. You get me? Well, you prefer getting things done and launching your product. Some other people just prefer, like, enjoying the process of coding and solving problems, and also um and also trying to and also, what's that word again? I forgot that word. Okay, fine. But then some other people just enjoy the process, right? And even though it takes like a year or 2 years to launch a product, it doesn't matter. If there's still like an appetite for your product out there, then people are going to use your product. Even like after 4 years, if it takes like 4 years and there's still appetite, then people are going to use your product, right? But then if you enjoy just using AI to generate stuff for you, then I'm not going to judge you. But then the thing is AI generating quality for you? Do you want to ship quality to your customers? Or do you want to just ship for the sake of saying that I did ship an MVP? You get me? So yeah. Just go to Visual Studio Code. I don't even remember what I was trying to do. Can someone remind me on the chat? I don't even. I don't even remember. And let's check. So one thing about AI, it will take you around the block when you want it to take you next door sometimes, so to speak. Don't know what you're doing. Exactly. So a lot of people don't know what they're doing. They just want to depend on AI, right? They, let's just say, okay, let me just give you like a simple example, right? Let's say maybe someone was doing like an LLB, which is, I think it's degree in law, right? And they want to get into tech, right? They just feel like they're just going to use AI to to solve whatever issues that we are trying to solve as software engineers. And that's not the case. AI is going to show you flames. AI will tell you. AI is not actually even just to be specific, like generative AI is not really accurate. You might spend like more than 2 years trying to ship a product using generative AI. Yes, generative AI will help you to do like simple stuff such as your CRUD and whatnot and whatnot. And I stand to be corrected. But for me, AI doesn't work. I have Cursor. I have Cursor AI, right? But it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me at all. As much as I see a lot of people hyping Cursor AI on YouTube, it doesn't work for me. I even do allow like Cursor AI to 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 go through my code base and give me answers out of my questions, but then doesn't help me. Yes, it does sometimes. And besides that, think about security itself. The person who created Kesa AI, for sure, he's mining a lot of data out of you guys. He's mining a lot of data from your API keys. He is mining a lot of data. Think about your credentials and whatnot. That's why if you work at a bank, right? I don't know if maybe there's anyone who works at the bank right now on the chats, but if you work at the bank, they don't allow you to use your personal co-pilot. Uh, so they buy licenses from GitHub, and when they buy those licenses, right? Those licenses don't leak your data. Doesn't leak. Yeah, yeah. Those licenses doesn't leak your data. So if your data gets link, if your data links due to that license, then the company then GitHub will pay a lot of money to whatever bank that you're working at. Actually, give me 2 minutes. I just want us to go through Kesa AI. So we're going to tell Kesa AI to create an application, and let's see if it's going to create that. So the command, more and more I'm finding done tiny thinking. Some simple 10. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So in order for in order for AI to give you like, and this is just my opinion actually, in order for Kesa AI to give you like good results, it's gonna go through your code base, right? Then it's gonna solve problems for you. So you need to do the foundation. Then after doing the foundation, then yeah, that's where Kesa AI will, not Kesa AI, but then generative AI will do some stuff. But I guess, yep. So I wanted to do some stuff with Kesa AI, but then I'm just lazy. I am freaking lazy to do that. Let's just continue with what we. So let's copy that. Paste it here. So thing is, this thing should be. We need to create a config file, a ts config on the route folder. I think this is the part where can you Save this word. It's not. Says okay, fine. Package. Too sure about this. This looks dodgy. Have dodgy. Maybe can we try this actually? Let's try that. Before I try this, let me just but it looks a bit dodgy. For me it looks a bit dodgy. But this guy is saying is that fine. That's the reason why I'm saying it looks a bit dodgy. Because now you should see in part. usage. Okay, so rename to tell it to reap whatever that install Tailwind in the current repository. Okay. Create a config. Kinda makes sense. Initialize. Kinda makes sense. Create a dev and build script. Tailwind. Should see in your apps, in other apps. I see. So we have to export each and every stuff that we in the UI component, which kind of makes sense. No, it actually makes sense. But then why are we saying that should be on single line? Set path to avoid conflict. Okay, makes sense. Also, it makes sense. I think let me try this. Let me just make sure before I try installing should CNUI on my turborepo. Let me just check it's working. The build is working. Build. Yeah, this. Nodify. No such. Huh? right, you know what, let me call it a night. It's 3:55. Let me call it a night. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. You can check my Twitter handle on my YouTube profile. For now, let me just call it a tired to sleep. So, cheers, guys.